Tell me what is right and I will fight for it.
As you just heard, Woodrow Wilson contended the needs of citizens, showing the true characteristics of a well-rounded American president. Now let's go to Woodrow Wilson live to tell us what he plans to do as president. Woodrow Wilson himself to discuss the actions he plans to take after being named our country's president. Good morning, Woodrow. Please tell us about your plans as president.
Hello. As you may know, the Sherman Act passed by Theodore Roosevelt attempts to make contracts founded by trusts illegal. As your president, I plan to further this act by laying out rules to make it harder for trusts to form and protect labor unions from antitrust regulations, calling it the Clayton Antitrust Act.
And what rules do you plan to lay out?
I plan to make it illegal for a company to lower prices in one market, but not others, to try and force out other local competitors. Furthermore, I plan to protect labor units from antitrust regulation. This should not only make the Clayton Act effective, but also put Roosevelt's somewhat dormant Sherman Act into action.
Word has it that you are against the employment of children below the age of 14. Can you explain how this will be shown in your presidency?
Yes, I believe that children as young as 14 and younger should not be forced to work in such conditions and for such long times. I plan to make a law keeping kids from such work. I also hope to reduce the work hours for everyone.
What other reforms do you plan to put into action?
I hope to create a reform that can eliminate all trusts. I believe these trusts are taking away the economic freedom of small businesses and ordinary citizens.
Speaking of trust, how can we trust you over all the other candidates?
I, Woodrow Wilson, should be nominated for your president over the other candidates for the following reasons. I will fight for lower tariffs, not raise them the way Taft had when he signed the Payne-Aldrich Act. On top of that, I will put the Sherman Act into play after Roosevelt was unable to follow through after its passage.
Jacob Rees here, proud author of How the Other Half Lives. Looking through my lenses, I can see Woodrow Wilson becoming an amazing president for our country. The citizens in our country will honor him and respect his view on the world. Woodrow Wilson is the epitome of all candidates for this election and should be your #1 vote.
I'm Woodrow Wilson, and I approve this message.